Hello and welcome to a game between Fatal Talent and BlackDeath. Should be a pretty good game. It is ranked on Syrtis Major, so excellent map. Cybran versus UEF, always a great matchup. Fatal Talent, this could be Craze Chariot, I'm not 100% sure. But since it's UEF, makes you wonder. BlackDeath currently #1 in the ranked, in the top league. Going 3 pigeons after Land Factory. We'll see how that works out. And multiple Land Factories planned with the ACU. So 3 pigeons. He's going to get a lot of need. He's going to go to the Hydra, but he's going to need a lot of power if he wants to pull this off. So he got 4 mass extractors and 3 pigeons, and he's going to go for a factory. Curious to see if that actually works. Maybe because he did walk a little bit. BlackDeath here, 2100 power you need for a factory. And I guess if you're not standing still and you're walking, 3 pigeon build gets 2 factories. That's really nice. Actually got a little power to spare as well. And the 3rd land factory as well with the ACU. And if he gets the Hydra built before that, he will have no problems. An excellent build from BlackDeath. You see 2 scouts on either side. Meanwhile, Fatal Talent going 2nd air with some bombers. So 3 land versus 2nd air. Perfect. Scout is gonna see these mech marines coming in. BlackDeath does have an exposed engineer here. Should take some action to save it. Let's see if he attempts to. Here comes a bomber together with the mech marines. Excellent combination. And in the middle, tank for Fatal Talent. He doesn't want to do that. Just gonna run into a point defense. And a great kill for that bomber. This tank tried to sneak in, and a kill for the civilians. 2 bombers now coming in for Fatal Talent. BlackDeath did lose an expanding engineer. Here's another one. And great combination when you get mech marines and bombers at the same time. You can see everything that's happening. Sending mech marines away from hunters. Although here the hunters might lose because there is radar. And then the bombers now. Great stuff from Fatal Talent. See 3 kills on 1 bomber. No kills on the other yet. Well, 1 kill. But expanding engineers destroyed, plus some engineers inside the base. It's a nice factory here for Fatal Talent. Nobody going to the middle yet, but Fatal Talent's ACU might be thinking about it. More. There goes that bomber. So multiple engineers have been taken out. Flak has been constructed, and interceptors coming out for BlackDeath. These, the mech marines still alive. I'd get another engineer. It's definitely much better rating for Fatal Talent. Fatal Talent a little slow in expanding. Didn't even attempt to. It seems he's first going to send a bunch of Tech 1 tanks to the bottom. You might be expecting something to be there, but there's nothing there. Absolutely no rating except those 2 scouts from BlackDeath, which isn't really rating at all. Talent now going to the top choke point. In the middle looks like we'll be left with BlackDeath, which is surprising. He's got artillery there. Cybran ACU, it looked like Fatal Talent was in position to try to challenge. He does have radar. So you will see units begin to attack the middle. He knows that's happening, so he's got to do something about it. He doesn't want to just give up. Unless he thinks he can make a big push, but his mass is very limited. He hasn't expanded very well, and he's not going to reclaim. In terms of mass extractor count, might be a dead even here. Maybe a little bit of advantage here because of these 3 for BlackDeath. BlackDeath breaks through single point defense, and now at this point it looks like he will have the middle. While Fatal Talent thinks this choke point is more important than the middle, and on the other side definitely has numbers. Some more strikers. You can see a total of 6 land factories, 7 land factories, 8th coming up. Also quite a few line factories for BlackDeath. And let's see, BlackDeath, how much power does he have? Plenty of power to use all this mass he just got. He's going to get even more. And just pushing through the middle, and this could be a problem for Fatal Talent. He's got nothing in the middle. This unit's just streaming in. Does have an advantage here at this bottom choke point, but it looks like he's going to pull his units back. Is that Tech 2? It's just Tech 1. They see if it's Fatal Talent just being used as an engineer. Some line forces not being used. So definitely an advantage for BlackDeath here early on. Expanding engineers finally for Fatal Talent, and BlackDeath, after losing some of his first engineers, looks like he's finally going to get to the expansion. Now this push from Fatal Talent probably doesn't want to do that. So let's see how BlackDeath uses this mass that he just got. He's got a total of 5,700 reclaim. Talent at 3,300. But it looks like Death just threw away quite a few. That's a whole bunch of Manti that are going to be outgunned. Nice reclaim field for him. But excellent bombers from BlackDeath taking out an expanding engineer. So maybe there's enough mass here to compensate for losing middle. Probably not quite, but interceptors versus bombers. BlackDeath's just sitting there. Tech 1 point defense. Tech 2 mask extractors. Tech 2 air for BlackDeath. So that should be interesting how that works out. More air factories, line factories for Fatal Talent. Fatal has a whole bunch of eco. Looks like he's been taking as well. And not producing any air from his factories. He's only at plus 520. Plus 660 for BlackDeath. So BlackDeath definitely economy advantage here. And now push through the top choke point. Talent should use his ACU to defend. Unless some sneak through could cause some troubles. And plenty of units here at the bottom choke point for Fatal Talent as well. Still hasn't taken all of his expanding mask ejectors. Also some problems for BlackDeath. Talent is going to get a couple of veterancy kills here. Excellent micro. So far land battles, Fatal Talent has won them. Cybran versus UEF. Maybe that single Mantis might sneak through. A couple of those will sneak through, will be trouble. Now push through the ground. Still just Tech 1, and this could be problems for BlackDeath here on the right side. And Tech 2 air seems like from both. Tech 2 engineer. Fatal. That's some more reclamation. So it looks like Fatal is happy with having with being attacked. He just picks up that mass. Tech 2 power, Tech 2 mask extraction for BlackDeath. BlackDeath plus about 50 mass, 77 reclaimed, 1100 power. Talent still 5200, but a little more mass production, plenty of mass and storage. And really the middle choke point is his big problem. BlackDeath, seeing that there was a big push on the bottom, decides to push through the middle. There is another force that's going to come in and should be able to defend. The ACU for BlackDeath really hasn't got to shoot anything but civilians. That's one big difference, is that the ACU for Fatal Talent is being used to cover one of the choke points, and the middle has been just completely given up. And another victory now for Fatal Talent. Could be problems. Pretty even numbers. It's a possibility there's some Tech 2 here. And this is an upgrading mask extractor. Talent is going to try to get that to Tech 2 before it gets taken out. A lot more health for Tech 2, and this will be a big loss. Unfortunate. That's a big loss there for Talent. And these are some sneaky Manti sneaking in, killing mask extractors. But map control still quite even. Both players having some trouble holding on to all of their mass. Although here, this has been the newest big problem for Fatal Talent. We've seen Tech 2 air for a while, but not much offensive Tech 2 air. We see Tech 2 engineers, has some Transports multiple Tech 2 power for Talent. This man just 3 kills, runs away. And really, nobody wants the middle somehow anymore. There's something that Talent knows about this map. He can, if there's a push through the middle, he can recover quite quickly, although he did pay a little bit of a price here in the middle. Instead, he is focusing on the sides. Although now it looks like BlackDeath might have a unit advantage here pretty soon. And here comes a drop from BlackDeath as well. Death at about 50 something mass, 10,000 reclaim. Talent about 50, a little bit less than 50, 1500 power. It's a power advantage for Talent, which might mean he'll have air control soon. But this will be a successful drop. Some engineers. Looks like they will sneak through. Perhaps a secret base. Now Tech 2 land from BlackDeath. This is some wangers. There's a Tech 2 factory. So on the map with no water, wangers still good. Talent might get an upgrade. And an air battle, that was some scouting. Tech 2 gunships from Talent. Might put those to good use, but this secret base looks like unseen by Talent. Yeah, he's got the radar coverage, but not enough. That could be a problem later on. Some scouting now, and gunships moving in directly into the middle. And looks like Talent is going to look for air fight. There is Tech 2 flak though. BlackDeath is going to go after the gunships. Actually, these gunships pay a pretty big price there. But one thing that Talent did avoid was the flak. Looks like he will win the air battle. We see at the same time a push from BlackDeath. With pretty even numbers. Looks like quite a few gunships survive. They will help this fight here on the bottom. Up on top, not much happening. Tech 2 versus Tech 1. This will be a slaughter of Cybran. Another pretty massive force coming in. And now it looks like this base has been found out. And with these gunships, Talent will be able to deal with threats very quickly. Until Tech 2 flak come in here. And they are on their way. Up top, Talent with Tech 2 engineering. Now getting the gun. More gunships coming in. So a really nice gunship spam. Did get that power advantage. Didn't make too much air at first, but then made a whole bunch very quickly. Now the Tech 2 is going to move in for BlackDeath. Will face a very powerful ACU though. And now with this Tech 2 flak, a lot of kills for that Tech 2 flak. You don't want to fly over that. And now a new air force coming in for BlackDeath. Might have a chance to take back air. And that means all these gunships are about 200 mass each. Could be killed. Don't really see too many Tech 2 land from Talent making Tech 2 point defenses. Talent and massive mass problems. And there it is. Those gunships are going to be slaughtered. But an air force coming in from Talent. Tech 2 force Talent has plenty of units and support, plus the overcharge should be able to deal with the threat. And now some Tech 2 and flak in this force, and it's just Tech 1 from Fatal Talent and air control from BlackDeath. This could be problems for Talent here on the bottom. The gunship's no longer really a good option. And until there's Tech 2 flak, it will be very difficult for Death to get air back. We'll see how that turns out. Gunships trying to look like their land units here. And actually Talent getting pushed off his position, using some mask extractors. And now push with Tech 1 versus Tech 2. And this is mostly Tech 1, so a very nice push. Some flak in here, but that doesn't shoot. And another air battle that looks like BlackDeath will be able to take. Meanwhile, Talent 37 kills, some overcharges. And now Tech 3 land from BlackDeath. This will be very nice. We're seeing bricks now moving out into the field. Talent 51 kills. Some nice overcharges. But it's very dangerous to have your ACU with no Tech 2 flag just out in the field, given that you don't have air and the opponent has Tech 2 air. This is making transport though. Probably a brick drops. Yeah, brick drops is going to be the plan. But a couple Tech 2 bombers taking out that power would be very nice. Or going after the ACU with some gunships. But a brick drop is always a good idea. It looks like the land problems have been solved by talent, superior numbers. And they might actually be thinking about moving through the middle finally. But of course, taking on bricks, it'll be very difficult with Tech 1. Now Tech 2 flak. And stationary Tech 2 flak, that's going to get you air back. Now we're going to see bricks versus strikers. Bricks are going to be massive veterans. There's so much reclaim here. 3 different forces. And still a big air spam. I'm still waiting for those brick drops. I did see some transports, multiple Tech 2 transports. Surprised don't see a single Tech 2 bomber just to. Well, you'd want 3. Snap that in 1. Pass, but of course with that flak, no, probably not a good idea anymore. Multiple bricks in the middle, those should be sufficient. No bricks up on top. A big retreat from talent. And here comes the transport, Tech 2 transport. Let's see if talent can see that. I think he can. Well, not anymore. Looks like his radar was taken out right there. But he may have seen it while he had it. And that's really nice. The bricks, a really short ride. At the same time as he went in with a couple Tech 2 gunships to occupy the interceptors of talent, and now the bricks are going to retreat into this expansion, pull a lot of Tech 1 with them, get a lot of veterancy. More bricks, just 100% brick spam so far. And in the field they're doing very good. Very well. But BlackDeath is in danger of losing air, however. A big air spam from Fatal Talent and those gunships could become a problem, although a pretty large 5 brick force. Probably not the position you would want to attack against an ACU, although unless they go for a kill. I did see talent overcharge. And here we're seeing the bricks, 28 kills, 29. It'll be very difficult to kill these units. Maybe one of them will die. And now yet another drop. 2 bricks. Well, another 5 are moving in, so 7 bricks around the ACU. That's very dangerous. And it looks like this brick survives. 44 kills, the other with 40. And Tech 3 Cybran absolutely dominant. And those bricks were really close together. Talent, 2 overcharges, 3 bricks. There goes the 4th. Great work there from Talent. Defending against Tech 3. And in air battle, it's quite even. So far, these bricks. Big veterans. Minute 25. Another brick drop. No, these are gunships. Minute 25, BlackDeath at 72. 2100 power. 1500 power, 71. Very even, but a lot more aggression with these bricks. Now they might find themselves against the wall, but there's not enough Tech 1 to kill these. Absolute slaughter. Talent rebuilding mask extractors. And more bricks on the way. And BlackDeath is making more power, more shields for his ACU. Some Tech 3 engineers as well. Perhaps we'll see a spider. And a pretty big air spam. And cruise missiles now. Looks like it'll be 3. And I don't see any TMD, and this will be pretty bad against Talent. Looks like it will lose multiple mass extractors, literally. And actually taking out this power would be the best. That's all the power that Talent has. And these are all Tech 2s. So all kinds of problems for Talent. Meanwhile, these bricks still alive. 72 kills, 57. Can't counter bricks with Tech 1. A whole bunch of Titans standing by. These might have a little more luck. Big air battle that will be very close, but it looks like fighting over Tech 2 flag. 17 kills for this flag, 7 for the other. It'll be a victory for Fatal Talent. Meanwhile, Titans versus bricks, and the Titans will finally put an end to this madness. So it looks like one of the Titans died. And another group of bricks. So really, one thing that's disappointing about the bricks attacks, BlackDeath attacked the ACU, and the ACU with the overcharges really put an end. If those bricks went somewhere else, it'd be huge problems for Talent. They were dropped somewhere in the back. Still don't see any TMD. So these cruise missiles should be flying. Perhaps that Tech 2 power will be a great target. Maybe even this Tech 2 max tracker that has just been completed. Excellent. Or maybe this Tech 3 factory. Yeah, it's going to be expensive to rebuild. Brakes on the back. So still a lot of Tech 1 from Fatal Talent. Although here he's moving in with Titans. Bricks moving through the middle for BlackDeath. And that's going to be a difficult problem to solve. We're seeing, Percy's. That's 4 bricks. It's going to take a lot of Percy's. There's already a Percy in the field. Looks like a very nice attacking force here through the bottom, but problems directly in the base. And good micro, those bricks doing a little dodging. This Percy now with 1 kill. Percy makes any force much better with a lot of firepower. More Percys on the way. More cruise missiles though. This has been a very effective unit. 5 kills. All of them Tech 2 units. And some of them hitting and actually killing Percys, and the insets have to restart. Bricks versus Percys. These bricks standing still. Something you never want to do against EEF. Percy's dead. And a massive assault now. Loyalists versus Titans. With a lot more Tech 1. And now Tech 2 bombers as well from BlackDeath. And here this brick is just 25 kills. Gonna take out a Tech 3 engineer. Still Tech 1 chasing those bricks. And the other choke point, see 75 kills for Fatal Talent. Nothing, absolutely nothing going that direction. No reason to go there. Just Tech 2 point defenses, BlackDeath. It's not going to attack that ACU, but still has this brick that survived 37 kills. And a massive air fight once again. Looks like numbers for Fatal Talent. It's a little unfortunate, I think, for BlackDeath. He could have taken out some of these power generators and would have probably had air control, but he continues to shoot against this Tech 3 land factory. That restarts the construction, plus deals damage to the factory, which will have to be rebuilt. That gives an advantage to the Tech 3 forces. See the Percy numbers or Titan numbers don't go up. It means the TMD needs to be constructed here as soon as possible. That cruise missile launcher has really been a big pain for Talent. Meanwhile, this brick, well, I think the bricks have been worse. I don't see the TMD. Where's the TMD here? I see Tech 2 flak. This should be killed. And yet another drop. This time with some engineers going to get some free mass. And the loyalists pushing back, loyalists and bricks pushing back against the Titans. Also the break through the middle for BlackDeath. It's been a little disappointing. It's been a very good defensive position here for Talent, but hasn't really turned into anything offensive. Perhaps building on this ledge would be a good idea. Maybe at Tech 3. Well, the brick kills another Tech 2 mass extractor. And if that brick can take out the power, which it'll be in position to do, this could be game over. This could really be something that would be very difficult to come back from. Without power storage, but yeah. So now that's going to be targeted, but not killed. Just 54 kills. I think I've seen some with 70 in this one. That power really needs to go. There goes power storage. And Talent realizing this brick's a little too much. It's a 33-minute game. Very nice UEF for a Cybran battle. I hope people enjoyed it.